Sound resumed.
We are back, and game number 3 is about to start. It is now the home map of SY, and they're picking Arabia. A surprising choice for you, Viper?
Well, I was expecting Nomad or maybe switch in Dogao and pick Islands or something. But did not expect them to go back to Arabia. But it kind of tells us that SY are really confident in their own skill and they think that they will beat them on standard maps such as Arabia.
Yeah, after the first game, I kind of can't blame them. It really felt quite solid, quite dominant. And Naps now changing their lineup. Pike exchange to Loiser.
Yes, that's entirely based on Lois's performance in game 1. Did not really play himself into the Arabia team.
How does that affect the team?
I don't think it will affect Nabs too much. They're all so close and good friends and everything, so I think it's not that big of a deal. If Pike has a good day, then he's probably going to perform better than Aloisa with a bad day, even though I think Aloisa is the better player. So I guess we'll see. Now we have pick Sieves though. Okay, it will be a little bit different.
Then we're jumping into game number 3. It is Naps against SY on the home map of SY. It is Arabia picked civilizations. Both teams went for Spanish at the 4th civilization, with obviously Mayans, Mongols, and Huns at the standard civilizations. Let's take a look at the flanks. It is Mongols and Spanish for the Naps, with obviously having the pockets Mentalist Huns and Mayans Wonder. On the other side we have Huns and Mongols at the flanks, and in the pocket we have Spanish and Mayans. What would you prefer and why? The Viper.
I think it's pretty even now, because you don't want Mayans as a pocket because they can't provide knights. But at the same time you don't want Spanish as a flank, so I think the positions are pretty even right now.
Okay, but both teams have Mayans in the pocket indeed, so have to add some plume dodgers if they want to support with a reasonable unit in in Castle Age there.
Okay, well, since SY has minus pocket, I didn't notice that, then I think SY has a better civ layout, you can say.
Spanish pocket just so important here. And you can hear some boars coming in. That's quite an early boar there at pop 10.
Zupi is laming Jingwa's boar on the right side, while Jingwa is taking sheep from Zupi, so we're all on with the laming again.
Indeed. Laming again, let me... Did I hear another boar steal? Yeah, I did hear. Lux is going... Oh, and Zupi lost his boar.
Zupi, yeah.
Lux might take some hits. The Jinghua. Oh, and he's getting lamed by with the other boar as well. Remember, guys, we lost both restarts for both teams, or not lost, but both teams went for their restarts already in the games before. So restarting is not an option, and it seems like Jinghua might play with only one stolen boar. Look at this!
Well,
one screen, 3 boar steals at the same time. 2 in the right direction, 1 in the
but
left
at the same
direction.
time...
Oh no! We did miss the other one! Jinghua is getting his second boar for himself as well. What's going on here? Look at this, 2 boars arriving at Jinghua, 2 boars arriving at Zupi's.
At the same time, Jinghua did steal 5 sheep actually from Zupi, so that's a pretty big deal as well.
No villager losses here.
As you can see, when he has eaten those boars, he will have no food whatsoever left. That's actually a really big hit to his economy.
Yeah, and he was idle quite some time, being behind a very solid villager there. To all the other players, and 2 against the Mayans, obviously. What is purple axing? Oh, Mentalist is axing the gold spots of Yo, so we might see some aggression from Pike coming up. Oh, and that's
seems like
weird gold
that
spot
villager as well.
Look at the main gold spot of Pike.
Oh. In my opinion, that would qualify to an admin re.
Well, I think admin re is either it is completely stuck or you can only access 6 or less tiles. So by definition, it is not an admin win.
But come on, I mean, okay,
I
sure.
could agree.
Yeah, I mean, you can only enter it from, like, your mining camp has to be placed even further away to actually be able to access it, and yeah, that's just really awful. But at the same time, this map is actually decent. Stone in the back, wood in the back, berries in the back. You can wall off the front and such, so I think actually, if I were in his shoes, I would probably prefer to play it, especially looking at Yo's map.
Yeah, you even prepare with the completely stuck gold spot.
Yeah.
What tournament was that again? Was it a qualifier for WSVG or no? It was Arabia. It was Arabia.
Yeah, the Arabia one.
Oh god, that was. Let's say.
Well, I had a good map.
On the confidence side.
As long as you get to make the decision yourself, it's fine. I had a good map, so I wanted to play that one. Yeah, back to this one. You can see Fengjin is already starting to wall off. That's Mine's pocket. And Lux as well, so they're already starting their team wall. I really hope Nabs this time will be not as stubborn and actually team wall and wall themselves. They didn't do that properly the first game.
Yeah, but Loiser was so far outside, so they never could have done a team wall with 4 players, but only with 3. This time it's a bit easier, but the area
they could have walled themselves.
Yeah, even then, Loiser's map was super bad. So can't fault him for that. Mentalist and Pike, they will have a tough team wall for sure. If you look at all this open area in between them. So if they want a team wall, it would be super costly.
Well, they don't have to team wall, but at least Pike should wall himself in Spanish. And as long as he's walled off and the rest of them have done like a semi-team wall, then they should be fine.
Oh, and Pike is going for a tower rush.
I'm not a fan of tower rushes usually, but I mean it's a valid choice as Spanish.
Okay, why especially with Spanish?
Because of the building speed with towers. You get the towers up so quick because of the, I think it's 20% bonus.
Yeah, but
building bonus.
Still, your
30%.
So much delayed, right? 30% even. Okay.
Yeah, so that's like the towers go up so much quicker.
Like 30%?
Yeah, something like that. You know, you shouldn't do math in stream, so I avoided that.
Okay, so
as
now
Yo
is coming in. Yo, he's sending in a herd scout of his. Let's see, no micro so far from Pike. Now he's trying to take some fight. Obviously closer to the TC of Yo is helping him out so much. And the scout still being alive. Now he has to retreat, only 6 HP. It's 5 against 4 villagers, so that's a good fight for Pike for now. But he can't really close the deal. And now 3 herd villagers are trying to retreat. 1 still villager walling himself. And should get up that tower now. Let's see, the other 4 villagers might go to trying to get up this tower. And if 2 towers are covering each other, he has quite a nice spot to start a nice aggression there. Mr. Yo going for defensive. Maybe he didn't actually react to Pike's forward, but he wanted to tower rush himself.
Might be, yeah. But I wish Pike would just like start running around now. Once the tower is up, he can start fighting with his villagers as well. Maybe not now since they're so low HP, but earlier. But as you can see, Pike also snuck a villager on the bottom side of Yo, so he's gonna try and tower, I don't know, either the forest or the stone.
Where did he come from?
He was sneaking it on the right side of the forest.
Jeez. That's
I really wish Pike did a barracks with his trash as well. He could afford it, and just like 1 or 2 spears makes such a difference in the villager wars. Oh yeah, that tower's gonna take out the stone.
That tower is so good. Let's see, and it is completely out. Look at this.
Yeah, I really want to see Pike go and stonewall that gold as well. Oh, you can't see it. That's like the 3rd gold of Yo. That would have been a really big hit for Yo.
The other side we had a drush, I believe, from Jingho. I can't see anything, but his uptime was pretty late and he had a Rex early on. And now Zupi is going for the aggression again, like he did before with Malians. The team wall is real from Wander to Mentalist, and it feels like Wander is not... the drush went to Wander. Wander is not going for stone, so he will be slinging.
You know, I'm getting a little bit of a flashback to last game, right? because Yo is Mongols, he's unwalled, the rest of the team is kind of safe, but he's being put on pressure on. And like, if the Mentalist now goes with 2 stables... Oh wait, Yo is actually trashing Mentalist gold. We didn't catch that. The Mentalist pocket position.
Ah, that's where.
Oh, that's so good for them.
And where
Mentalist had a free build-up, then Yo would have been in so much trouble.
Yeah, but still, I think the sling from Wonder might be going to Mentalist.
Could be, yeah. Yeah, well, that's the only thing that makes sense, pretty much.
Yeah. And the others
And
are
Super is
still
going
going
archers.
themselves, so
Yeah.
it feels like Yo will be sacrificed here.
Yeah, it seems the way. And Loveching is not slinging, so he's going Castle Age. Oh wait, no, that's... Oh, Fengshin might be slinging.
He is
Or...
no,
no, maybe not.
He does not have a blacksmith.
Yeah, he does not have a blacksmith,
Yeah.
so he's slinging as well.
No resources, so he will sling. Oh, Zuppy is in here. Might catch 1 or 2 villagers. No, not a single villager.
I think he's slinging to Loveching, because that's the strategy they used to do before war's coming. He would sling Loveching on a flank position, being Hans.
Ah, but Lovechang not having the greatest spot there.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can see Lix, the other pocket, he's Spanish and he's taking stones, so he's going Conquistadors. And there's no way he's gonna sling Yo, so I mean, the only option is pretty much Loveching.
He's now going for a second stable, doing bloodlines with his poor eco. That's a sling for sure.
Yeah.
So let's see, villagers for Yo are still 28. Ling going to Jinghua at this exact moment, so yeah, nice 2.6k prediction there.
Really liking the position of Nabs at the moment. Like Mentalists, the sling should do so much damage on Yo with the way Yo's space is looking at the moment.
And they might
This is
be
really
able
dangerous
to
for
complete
SY.
the whole wall. Let's see, not really. Yo is even going for scouts and did manage to build towers behind Pike there. Oh god, there's
Yeah, and he's not
so
gonna,
much going
the
on.
stable is like so forward as well.
What a weird stable, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. And now Pike could really get hurt. Jinghua can't attack Zuppy nor Wonder. Maybe he can do some damage to Mentalist, but he certainly could do damage to Pike. Still trying to wall himself, but there's just so much in between them. Oh, Mentalist going for Bloodlines and +1.
Yeah, he should, because he can do so much damage on Yo's economy. Like, he should even do +2 as soon as he can. He can just sit under Yo's TC and eat all the villagers he can. Yo does not have fletching either, so the knights will be even stronger. Yeah, Yo's base is looking so exposed. He's adding pikes now, spears, but still.
2 spearmen alone will not really do the defense there. And this now sees how open Yo really is. Trying to retreat, not the greatest first night raid there. And now Lux should be coming in with some Kongs. And I think Mentalist is too open for the strategy.
Oh, look at the right side. Jinghua was almost got him with a knight on Zuppy, but he managed to ult in time.
Oh,
On the edge of the map.
did you see that?
Oh, Yo's building the mining camp on the stone in his front with no protection. Oh, that's a lot of dead villagers.
At least one. At least two.
Yeah, look at this. Like, the Nabs team is completely walled. They're completely safe. Well, most of them. And Yo is just super exposed. No, but I mean, like the sling is on all the other way on the other side of the map, so they can't really do damage. While the sling for Nabs is on the same side as the most exposed guy in the team.
Yeah.
I'm really liking the position of Nabs, but let's see what the knights from Jinghua can do when they come into play.
Lots of gold there for Zuppy, and now offensive siege workshop by Lovechang. Oh, and look at those villagers from Yo, he is really not getting the greatest situations here. Another great tower by Pike, and Yo will just struggle so much there.
Yeah, look at, he has like 10-15 villagers on the stone now in the front, with no protection whatsoever. Two knights there, and Yo is completely out of the game.
And 2 more knights coming in, indeed.
And Zupi has archers. Zupi has archers on Yo now as well. Oh my god.
Zupi has archers on Yo. How did
Yeah,
that
you
happen?
look at Yo's TC.
And even
Yo is
sniping
really,
a
really the
villager
punching bag.
Yeah, those archers should be sent now to this stone and could... Yeah, soon I think Yo can only take like 6 villagers to work there on the farm. And the rest should be idle. Now sending his villagers. Where is he actually sending them? Is he already thinking about like rebuilding his town center?
Yeah, I think you can see Feng Jin is making a gate to his base. That's probably for Yo's escape route.
Okay. So nice team play there for sure. Pike is now on the way to Castle Age as well. Having 1 defensive tower. Lots of Yo will not do much damage. Pike actually on gold, yeah, on the front here.
Still, Yo is towering up the back of Pike's base, so he still has 2 villagers taking stone there. I mean, that you just need like 1 knight from Mentalist and that's cleared up. So that's really sloppy. They should have cleared that long time ago, I mean.
Indeed, clearing up would have been easy there. Now the attack of Jinghua is coming of Zupi and trying to clear up that one. We were speaking of clear ups. And Zupi doesn't really have much. Would he go for... I think his only option now is to maybe go for like a 2 monastery monk defense?
He could also do like monk camel defense.
He doesn't even have a stable nor a single upgrade, so...
Not taking gold either at the moment, so he has to either be stung or Mentalist needs to really commit to helping him out now.
It wouldn't be that difficult, just killing 2 mangonels could slow this attack down so much.
Yeah.
Yo still has some... Oh, nice save there of Pike's villager. And Pike walling himself more and more. Not really sure what Pike's plan is now. He's getting mainly wood from 1 lumber camp.
Yeah, he doesn't have stone either for any TCs or something, so I don't know.
It's a weird gate here by Zupi.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't
I mean, the problem from Nabs was that Zupi was going aggressive, and going aggression on stone walls on a guy that's being slung. That usually backfires quite hard, and it has in this game as well.
Let's see, Mangelus now getting some nice kills against Lux there. Or getting 3 Kongs for free, but lost a lot of villagers before. See Jinghua now trying to get more villagers of Mangelus, who is having only +1/+1. No fletching so far, so this raid might do some damage. Let's see, Zupi now needs to land good mangonel shots if he wants to survive some. Jinghua not taking care at the moment.
Well,
Mangonel's looking at the wrong direction. 1 nice kill.
Mentalist could just run in with his knights and clear all that up. I don't know why he's sitting behind the walls. Touching only has a few knights and 1 mangonel there. Mentalist could clean all that up.
Not the greatest team communication there for sure.
Yeah, and now
Zupi
is wasting even more kills.
Yeah, exactly that, yeah. Pike trying to expand some, but oh god, more knights coming in, and there's just nothing for Pike. And Yo sending in more villagers to probably build another tower there against Pike, and he will be cornered even further. What is this? The guy in Castle Age and completely stuck on half the screen basically, with all his pop 35.
Yeah, this is slowly snowballing in SY's favor.
But why?
I don't know, everything was looking good for Nubs. They had such good pressure on Yo. I don't know how they are falling so far behind. I guess the pressure, like the offensive from Zupi, did not work out because he was pressuring a walled guy that was being slung. That definitely contributed to this, but yeah, I don't know. Sling as well, I mean, it's not looking like Mentalist is making the best out of it. It's like...
Yeah, he's not clicking in
almost,
POH. Lofting is... He had knights at just the wrong places, there's not a single gate in the front.
Even Locheng's click is kind of late for being slung, but he's flanked, so I guess that's fair. But yeah, as a pocket position, then you can pretty much hit him by 28, 29 minutes while being slung.
Nice speed gating there by Pike. Is fine now. The nice cleared up for Mentalist. But yeah, Love Shank's attack should just break Zuppy, who's then stuck on some Mangonel defense against probably coming in capped rams or even siege rams. How is Mentalist looking concerning uptime here? Still pretty far away. Lots of villagers. Building lots of knights still, not getting his stables up, and yeah, maybe just Luke's helping out so much. Actually, the guy with the highest pop having 5 TCs even.
Yeah.
Now a big fight in the middle is going on. It's +1, +2, +2, and no upgrades for Lux. I think the numbers are in favor of Mentalist, and yeah, Lux is already seeking the retreat route here. Just trying to get some kills on the way back, but Jinghua will lose everything.
The numbers are in favor, yeah, but the trade wasn't that efficient for Mentalist, but I guess it was worth it. Because he couldn't lose the ground there. Trying to add stables as well.
Still not on the way to Imperial Age against two guys soon to be Imperial Age.
And like the problem here is that both flanks as well for Nubs are still, their eco is a complete mess. Look at Yo's tower still on sitting on the top of Pike's TC. Pretty silly. And Wander is slinging, of course, so this is pretty much a Mentalist 1v2 for now. And he's not even clicked up yet, so it's looking really hard now for Nabs.
Indeed, and even if Mentalist is trying to put his knights into use, where? Because as you can see, it's all stone wall for the SY team. Some parts is only house wall, but that's close to a castle and close to villagers, so can easily
will be a defending game for him. And you can see already Paladin thinking long term, as you should, as being the slinger, walling off the whole center of the map.
That's really right here. Team wall is real, already to, close to more than half in the middle of the whole map. And Jinghua now taking the fight before actually those upgrades kicking in, and now +4 Cavaliers now, and now he should go back into the fight. And Mentalist is retreating. Mentalist now like 25% Imperial Age, so it will be another 3 minutes where he will absolutely struggle against everything that Jinghua and Lux is throwing at him.
But check the tribute stats as well, and Feng Jin has actually slung over 1,000 resources more than Wonder so far. That's pretty significant.
Oh, is that happening? He has 3 villagers more. Both in feudal age, so that's a bit surprising for sure.
And Feng Jin is at the same time walling off the middle of the map, doing something that will be very important long term, so he's doing a great job as a slinger.
Indeed, controlling lots of area. Pike is not really doing anything either. And yeah, it's just pure Paladin flood pretty soon. Let's see if Paladin is even being researched there. And there's so many arrows flying from Mentalist, but that's not enough. 6 defense there for Cloud Chain's Cavaliers. The numbers are pretty nice for Mentalist, but soon he thinks, okay, now I finally reached Imperial Age, now I can start to defend, but then he will be left without any knights and against Paladins.
Yeah, Paladins finish before he hits him. That's pretty brutal. But almost before he hits him. Oh, they are finished now, yeah.
Oh god.
Okay, that's a bad sign.
Bad sign indeed. And it's not like he has a lot of resources. 300 food, 300 gold. So trying to just click Cavaliers, trying to hold on, but losing a gold spot there. And I actually would love to see Jinghua spreading out a bit more. And he's going for the full attack. Zuppy is doing all the right things, defending. Has only 1 castle. Is now going for the camel defense to help out. At the moment it's only one player or both players going for paladins only, so that's a bit like one-dimensional, but still the advantage is just so big here. Points 5.2k against 4k.
Yeah. I mean, I think they know that they pretty much have this game, so their Napstreams aren't completely stonewalled like SY are, so they can actually do damage to economy. So Paladin is a perfectly fine choice. They are in the heart of the one guy being slung, one threat of the opponent team, and pretty much taking him out of the game as well. So yeah, and they're even starting trade now. So like, even though they know that the game is over, they're not taking any chances.
Yeah, the production of Mentalist isn't really very high. He only has 5 stables which aren't at the super front. Now some camels coming in, heavy camel from Zupi as well. Probably the best counter they could actually go for at the moment, but the numbers are just so low, the stables are just so far away, and not really a fight you can take. But for the moment, Mentalist is pushing Jinghua back.
Yeah, but even camels, well, he's the Mongol player. I mean, camels don't have all the upgrades either as Mongols. But I mean, I guess it's their only chance, right? So
yeah,
they're trying at least. It's good to see.
Yeah. Yo, now going for cartography, eco upgrades. So he just reached Castle Age and is trying to.
The issue with this that Mentalist is open, like you can see, like send 10 paladins to Pike, and Pike's being so disturbed by just 10 paladins. They're so strong against a Castle Age player with no army, so.
Also, Pike's still
they're not team.
3 TCs. Is he maybe slinging as well?
He was trading resource earlier, but no, he's not slinging. Not at all. I don't know, it's weird that he still hasn't caught up more villagers.
He got some Castle Age raids. See that.
Their problem now is that this is buying so much time.
Oh, and now they're in against Wonder as well, and there are very few camels. Oh, this ram attack, obviously we can't defend that, and in Feudal Age, only having normal stone walls. He tried to wall behind there, but now everything is going in, more and more camels coming in as well to defend, but Jinghua is just smacking down all the villagers, and we did say Wonder was before it in his 70s, so now this will drop more and more, and if Jinghua is spreading around, it would drop to 15, but we will not see that happen. We can see the GG before. And it's a 2-1 for SY here. Another kind of quick Arabia game.
Yeah, I mean, I think the opening looked really good for Nabs, but I guess they didn't manage to make the most out of it. And SY showed why they wanted to pick Arabia as their home map. They just seem like they are overall, in a standard game, probably the better team.
Looks a bit like it. I think the main issue was that between Mentalist and Pike there was just no chance of team walling. If Pike would have been a bit further back and they could have done the team wall, it would have been a totally different game.
Yeah, I think also Lovchen did better with his sling than Mentalist did.
Yeah.
I mean, like the way Yo's space looked, Mentalist should have had like a free run to just completely take Yo out of the game. He didn't manage to, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure what. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Should have been able to just completely wipe Yo off the map pretty much. So might have a little bit been affected by the fact that Fengjin was slinging better, at least early on, compared to Wonder. I'm not sure.
Mentalist was just struggling on gold, losing his main gold spot so early on, but he just could have told to Wonder, and then Wonder just sending like 12 villagers on gold could have solved that problem. So they already launched the next game, so just stay tuned for game number 4. We will take a short music break and we'll be back for you with, I think it's Land Nomad.